What is up, guys? This is David from Bronx Banter coming at you with another episode. Happy New Year to all. We're in 2024. Super excited. I got so much amazing stuff coming out to you guys. So continue to subscribe, continue to like and comment. Stay tuned. Support the channel. Means the world. And as you support, I'll continue to pump out more and more content for you guys as much as I can. Wow. I'm super excited for this topic. We have more starting pitching talk if there hasn't been enough already. But I feel like we're talking about someone that is a bit underrated, someone that hasn't been talked about enough, addressed enough, a possible trade that could go down with a team that the Yankees have been linked to in the past, and this team has interest in players that we currently have. Oh, we almost fell through with a trade with them in the past, but with the Miami Marlins being very vocal about needing middle infielders once again this offseason, and them being open to trading one of their many arms they have in their starting pitching rotation, it feels very possible that the Yankees and the Miami Marlins could link up to make a trade where we would acquire Jesus Luzardo. Now, this isn't breaking news. This isn't me coming out and confirming that this is going down or this is happening. But I do know that the Marlins have announced any middle infield. I do know the Yankees and the Marlins have had discussions about Yankees acquiring starting pitching and them giving up someone like Gleyber Torres. So why not rekindle this a little bit? And what are the possibilities of the Yankees and the Marlins working something out in the offseason right now to give up a middle infielder, because we have plenty of those, and we acquire a starting pitcher? And the Marlins have been open and saying that Jesus Luzardo has been around the block. Rumors have been going around that he's on the trading block. And Jesus Luzardo, if you don't know who he is 26 years old, starting pitcher, believe was their ace or their second best pitcher in their rotation, currently expected to make 5.9 million, not even 6 million, with 3 years of control left heading into 2024 at the age of 26. Let me remind you, very, very young, with still 3 years of control and making less than $6 million. He also made 32 of his starts last year, showing very good dependability, reliability with a 3.58 ERA, which is not something just to overlook or scoff at. Someone like Burns had a 3.2 ERA, and he also had 178 innings pitched with over 200 strikeouts, which is awesome to see, especially in the amount of innings that he pitched. This is on par, if not better, in strikeouts for someone like even Corbin Burns or even someone like Monty, which are two other names that we've been linked to from the Yankees. So I'm surprised I haven't heard more juice or more rumors or news about this going on. Maybe because there's not anything there necessarily, but there should be something there. And even despite over Monty and over Burns, Luzardo will come at a much cheaper price. Now, obviously, Monty's a free agent. It's just money. But versus Burns, I believe he will come at a much cheaper price versus Burns, seeing that the Marlins are been vocal and need of middle infield for not just this offseason, but for years now. I believe they tried resolving that with middle infielder Gene Segura, and then that didn't work out. And then on top of that, Luzardo may come at a cheaper price because he doesn't have a decorated career as someone like Burns with winning an All Cy Young. But also something to consider is that with 3 years of control left, that may raise the price tag a bit up for Luzardo as well. But in general, he could fit very, very, very nicely into our starting rotation, which, if you've seen some of the stats that I just shared with you, 178 innings pitched, 32 games started, shows reliability, dependability, and consistency. And him sitting at the middle or the top half of our starting rotation, this would be really, really awesome and would be amazing. And just seeing not just what we could get from him right now, this next season, but what we could get for him in the next 2 seasons. I think he has value. If he were to just plateau and perform the way that he performed last year or the last 2 years, that's a success if we were able to get that for 3 years. But at age 26, we could only expect that he's going to get more seasoned, more polished, see what Matt Blake may be able to figure out with Jesus Luzardo, and he could get even better, I believe. Hasn't even came to his prime yet. Maybe he's slowly stepping into it now. And honestly, acquiring someone like Jesus Luzardo, trading for him, and then signing for someone else, maybe even such as Monty, seems very doable, because I haven't talked about this on the channel yet, but with the whole Yankee rumors of them getting 2 starting pitchers and who are the 2 starting pitching combo pitchers they should get, I don't see them getting 2 pitchers via trade and 2 pitchers via signing. I predict in this channel, my take is that they're going to go 1 pitcher via trade, 1 pitcher via signing, if they end up indeed getting 2 pitchers. And I could see the Yankees trading for someone like Jesus Luzardo and them also going out and signing someone like Monty because they've obviously have flashed that they've got the money for that, and which both pitchers have only shown reliability and dependability, which is something that we've been lacking for years in our rotation, lacking for years. Now, maybe obviously I believe in 2022 we had some of that, but last year was really, really rough, really rough in terms of being reliable and dependable. With Nestor getting hurt, Rodon, I don't have to go down the whole list, but you already know. Other than Cole and at least Schmidt was reliable, but it was a little shaky at times throughout the season. We didn't have a whole lot going for our rotation. Now, if you are at them two, no particular order, but we would have 4 pitchers in our 5-man starting rotation that has started over 30 times, almost all of their starts, if not all of their starts last year, pitching almost 200 innings respectively. Now, Clark has a much less, but he still had 32 starts last year, with Cole over 30 starts, Monty, Luzardo, Schmidt. And not saying that Rodon would be our number 5 starter. Could be, because this is just an exceptional rotation I'm mentioning. But Rodon could also then figure it out in the bottom half of the rotation, and we could see what we end up getting from him, whether we get half of those starts, 15 starts, whether he's struggling again, I don't know. And even if he does struggle, then we just have Nestor come in and be our 5th starter. And if Rodon figures it out and we got our 1 through 5 of Cole, Monty, Luzardo, Schmidt, Rodon, again, not in no particular order, then you could have Nestor as a flex guy. He could be a starter when pitchers need an extra rest, or he could just be a middle relief, long relief pitcher in the games, kind of like how we had King for a while. But man, would it be awesome to add that level of reliability in Jesus Luzardo. At such a young age, he's only going to get better. His arm doesn't have as much mileage as other guys. I'm gonna say, correct me if I'm wrong, don't think he's had a history of injuries, really. And honestly, another reason why I'm bringing this up is because we have what the Marlins are looking for. Again, middle infielders. And I know I'd said Gleyber Torres' name before, but that was really only because the Marlins have been vocal about it. The Yankees, there was news that the Yankees were open to trading Gleyber. Obviously, it would have came at a giant package, and that trade fell through because it didn't work out. But maybe they could rekindle these rumors either with Gleyber, but maybe even more notably and preferably someone like Peraza. They said a middle infielder, and Peraza could not just play only middle infield; he could play third base too. So as the Marlins try to figure out what their infield is going to look like in the future, they could give up someone like Peraza that's got years of control as well than himself. More years than Luzardo. Now, I don't think the Yankees and the Marlins are going to be willing to do a 1-for-1. If they can, that would be awesome. But we could do someone like Peraza. I don't have a full trade package this episode, but I don't know if they're going to need an outfielder. You could do Peraza and Pereira. You could do Peraza. You could send Oswald and Oswaldo, both of them. But I don't know if I would go much more than that. I wouldn't send Peraza and another top prospect personally. Could be wrong. Could be maybe lowballing the Marlins, but we would have to see where it starts. But I feel like that's where the conversation would start. But we have what he needs. We have what the Marlins need. Middle infield. And I feel like this could definitely happen. And the Yankees and Marlins are not afraid of talking it out, not afraid of making a trade happen. If I'm not mistaken, the Yankees acquired Mike King from the Marlins years back. So before he even made it to the majors. So things have happened in the past. Things have happened as soon as last year. And things can happen as soon as this year. Of the Yankees possibly acquiring someone like Jesus Luzardo, as he would have fit perfectly in our rotation. We need pitching. They need middle infield. This is a match made in heaven. Absolutely a match made in heaven. But let me know what you guys think. What does that trade package look like? Are you guys interested in Jesus Luzardo? Man, I think he is arguably he's absolutely, I'm going to go as far as saying, more than Burns, he's the best valued arm, in my personal opinion, on the trading block. More than Burns, because Burns got 1 year and he's done. And we know he's a Scott Barnes client. He's for sure leaving. You could sign Jesus Luzardo. I don't know who's his agent. If he works out that 1 year, maybe you could extend him if you really are about that. Come on, Yankees. So even if you don't want to extend him, you just get 3 good years of a good pitcher that's only going to get better. So let me know what you guys think. I'm all in on Luzardo. I'm right in, I wouldn't say the bandwagon because there's not a big enough wagon for it, but I'm absolutely in on Jesus Luzardo. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you think we should completely stay away from him, if we should go after him, what that trade package will look like. Is Gleyber touchable in this trade? Is Peraza touchable in this trade? Should we not even just make a deal with it? Whatever it is, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. The Yankees Got to do something about their starting pitching. Come on. Hey, what is up, guys? If you liked this episode, please make sure to like it, comment down below, and subscribe, and watch what YouTube suggests would be a great video for you. You're not going to want to miss all the latest Yankees news and topics going on. Listen, Judge wants you to subscribe. The Martian wants you to subscribe, so make sure you do. And until next time, peace and be blessed.